What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steve Nadeau and we're here today with the Air Jordan 10 Super Bowl. So these sneakers actually came out a couple days before the Super Bowl itself. I believe it was January 31st, which was the release date. And these sneakers were really cool. They ended up selling out, I believe, on the same day. Not immediately, but throughout the day I saw sizes go down and down on Nike.com. But nonetheless, the retail price was $190 and the shoes were meant to represent the Super Bowl down in Miami. So as you can see, we have this floral pattern on the upper, which is meant to, represent the warm weather and floral design down in Miami there. So really cool sneaker, and excited to dive into this for the video here for you guys today. So if you guys are new to the channel here, thank you so much for stopping by, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. I pick up new shoes all the time, and in these videos, just like this one here today, I'll show you guys the sneakers up close as well as on feet and give you guys my full rundown, explanation, and opinion at the end of the video. So tons of value here in this video today and in all my other videos, so be sure to stay tuned. But other than all that, I think it's time to dive into the video right here for the Air Jordan 10 Super Bowl. So let's go.
All right, so here we are with the Super Bowl 10s. But before we dive too deep into the shoes here, I do want to take a look at the box. So we can see it's just a classic black and gray retro box that we've seen on other 10s across the last year. And on the size tag, we have Air Jordan 10 Retro SB for Super Bowl in multicolor and multicolor for that retail price of $190. And now to the shoes themselves. Of course, you can take a look on this lateral side to that really nice floral pattern on the upper. But if we start down at the outsole, we got this gum and pink colored outsole that goes opposite each other. It goes in a pattern here. We've got the gum sole and the pink going back and forth. Moving to that midsole, you got a line of white going all across the sneaker. And then that upper is this really nice canvas material. As I zoom in, hopefully you can get a better look. But you have that floral pattern all along the side in a few different colors, coming up to that white up at the top, which goes to that pink piping and the blue on the back. But it leads to those white laces and white tongue. And now to the front of the sneakers, you got that gum outsole wrapping around the very top of the toe. Onto the toe box itself, more of that floral pattern. Really cool design. You got some trees in there and all the different colors. Then moving up to the laces and the tongue, the classic Jordan 10 lacing system here with those rope laces going all the way around. Up to that canvas material tongue, where on the top you have Air Jordan 23. Onto the medial side, all the same things that I just mentioned are still present. More of that floral pattern, more of the white and canvas material, and all the same things wrapping around here. Moving to the back of the shoes, pretty much all the same here as well, except we have that white Jumpman on the back. You can see a better look at that blue pull tab on the back there and that pink kind of upper for that piping material around the top and the tongue. But otherwise, that's a clean look at the back of the Super Bowl 10s. Now moving inside the sneakers as we take a closer look, that inner lining is that pink material that we mentioned before. And one of my favorite parts is the insoles. They kept the same with that floral pattern and material. I think that's just a really cool touch by Jordan. I do like that. And on the inside, we have a pink Jumpman. But then on the inner wall here, it's a little bit hard to see, but there is the size tag with some of the numbers and information. And lastly, now if we take a look at the outsole on the Jordan 10, one of my favorite outsoles. It's just so cool. It's got all Jordan's achievements here and the Jumpman on the bottom. But like we were saying throughout the video so far, gum sole primarily with the pink stripes and the blue Jumpman on the bottom here. But now that we have gotten an up-close look at that floral pattern and all parts of the sneaker here for the Air Jordan 10 Super Bowl, it's time to get them laced up and show you guys what they look like on feet.
All right, so now there we have it for the Air Jordan 10 Super Bowl on feet. So I gotta say, I actually really like these. I think this is another shoe that looks even better on feet. I like them in hand at first, but after seeing them on feet, it made me like them even more, and I think they're a really good shoe, especially for the summertime or the warm weather. I think they're a little bit hard to pull off in the winter, but would look significantly better in, some bright warm weather, some Miami weather down, when it's nice and warm out in the summertime. But besides that, like I said, I think they're a really good shoe. I thought they were an interesting shoe in terms of how they released as well, just because I didn't see a ton of hype on them. I saw announcements that they were coming out, and I saw, the release information, all that kind of stuff, but I expected a little bit more, attention to these, especially because they were around such a big event, being the Super Bowl. Interestingly enough, of course, they don't have any Super Bowl branding on them or anything specific to Miami or anything other than that, other than the name on the box being Air Jordan 10 Retro SB for the Super Bowl, which I thought was interesting too. But the release of these was also extremely limited in terms of that they really only dropped on Nike, I believe Finish Line, and only some boutiques. I saw Kith, a really big name boutique and account in the United States got these, and I'm sure some spots in Miami probably did too for being around the game. But other than that, Foot Lockers did not get these, no Champs, no Foot Action, East Bay didn't get them, all that kind of stuff, just Nike and Finish Line for the big name retailers. So I was just pretty interested, and regardless of all that, it seems the resale prices are not actually that bad, all things considered. It seems like people were not too crazy on these. Like I said, the retail price was $190, and I think you could still buy a pair online for right around $220, so definitely nothing too crazy if you're looking to buy them. However, I do expect these to go up in value, over time, so if you are looking to grab them, I probably recommend it being now rather than later, but, that's to be seen for the future. Anyways, more specifics for the sneakers right here, the Air Jordan 10 Super Bowl. I would say that they fit true to size. I think Jordan 10s are pretty comfortable, not really comfortable, but also not uncomfortable, and I know they get more comfortable with wear. So I like them as a shoe. Jordan 10s are a fine model by me. Not one of my favorites, but also not one of my least favorites, and I think this colorway does a really good job of tying everything together. But now if I had to give you guys my final rating and opinion on a scale out of 10, I'm going a 9.5 out of 10 on these. I think they're really good. I think this colorway is really interesting and really well put together. So I'm a really big fan of them, but I'd love to know in the comments down below what you guys think specifically of this shoe right here and of the Super Bowl as a whole. But, again, let me know in the comments down below. We'll continue the conversation down there. If you guys were new to the channel today, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And other than that, I think I'll catch you guys real soon on the next video, because that does wrap it up for you guys today. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys real soon.